phê khôn đi gọi bạn lại, chỗ phê tập trung là tham số.
You have our sincere thanks. As to our ongoing Czerka problem, our researchers have some information on the device you recovered. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force.
Oh, kung sa am doting na mani how lay may.
Why would an arms dealer like Czerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use?
The business of building and selling weapons is competitive. Adding such an item to their catalogue could give them an advantage.
Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Czerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Czerka, and bring anything you find back to us.
You're not telling me everything.
In testing the device, we discovered potential targets. Apart from that, you know enough to complete this final task. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
Took a nasty fall.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Czerka.
Who are you? You don't look like a mercenary.
Why, thank you. No, I leave that to my companions. I'm here to navigate the ruins, spot the valuables, that kind of thing. But let me explain the situation, with a little added detail. The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons, in the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive, second only to Czerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power.
Is that why you approached the Gormak? You want things to change?
Yes and no. The deal with the Gormak was a convenient opening. Getting any assets down here is next to impossible without an introduction. I told the Gormak that I would provide specialized Czerka weaponry so they could protect themselves. We both know it's a matter of time before this truce falls apart. All I asked in return was access to the Interpreter's retreat. For research. They agreed. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally, I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Czerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless.
Not even the Voss have any records of what the Jedi did here. How did you know about this?
It was easy. Everything is, when you know the right people. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Where have you been?
Nico wai tapwai chakamrang. Kumongi wai he triole. Kum Nico wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun nei lam sayo. Nei so fundi ko naganeva eak nagnan ni matan.
Give relic to Kodom.
Your quick thinking and devotion to your people have clearly been an asset to this team. You are the one who should decide what to do with this.
Kwai kong ni bao li ching tong doro nao. Nei so fundi ko naganeva eak nagnan ni matan. Huavaska bam ki nagungam trong wang lao the chow troksha.
The Gormak needs someone to stand up for them, Kodom. Use this opportunity to demand respect.
Nei so fundi ko naganeva eak nagnan ni matan. Kum Nico wai bam lui chotai fai lai angkor sun nei lam sayo. Then foi vutagan achnan chok tontai vebegor ne so fun. Nei so fundi ko naganeva eak nagnan ni matan. Nico wai tapwai chakamrang. Kumongi wai he triole. Huavaska bam ki nagungam trong wang lao the chow troksha.
I look forward to hearing them. Kodom is right. You have done much to be commended for, outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment.
Years ago I learned that the Gormak and Voss were once the same, until the Jedi interfered. This Jedi record could prove it. All the Voss should know the truth of their origins.
That is outside of my control, outsider. You made sure of that. With the artifact in Kodom's hands, the Gormak will undoubtedly hear any revelations they do not already know. Because I appreciate all of your tireless efforts. I am compelled to warn you. Through your decisions, you have given Kodom much power in the Shrine Restoration Initiative. I understand your reasoning for this. The three may not. You must prepare for this eventuality when you meet them.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. I will not judge your decisions, but you cannot expect them to understand what you have done. Be prepared to face their displeasure. They are waiting for you now.
Why did the three call you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions, and a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult. But I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. I seek a greater purpose, beyond what I found as a mystic. You are the only person who has ever given me the opportunity to search for it. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
This isn't my first audience with the three. I met with your predecessors without incident. I think this will go just as well.
Everything you have done prior to this gathering leads us to believe otherwise. If we thought it could remedy our troubling circumstances, we would have had you removed from Voss. But we hope that after hearing what we have to say, you may consider your actions more carefully.
There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power, one that will tear the galaxy apart.
Pretty words, but I was hoping for something I could use against Malgus.
It is always useful to be prepared. That is the gift we offer you.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
Haven't your people had other visions of disasters? What makes this one so different?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play?
What your mystics see is very important to your people, your government, your societal rules. Everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path, the decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken, the pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
You shouldn't lie to them about this. Your people are capable of protecting themselves, but if they don't know about this vision, they won't be able to.
Your counsel is not wanted or needed, outsider. You have your own troubles to face.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.